Right, so Vampire Survivors has a new DLC, and this time it's free. Free DLC, Vampire Survivors. We're going to talk about it today. For a theme, or for a collaboration with a game that I know nothing about. First of all, collaborating with Square Enix, which opens up the possibilities to not only Final Fantasy, but also opens up the possibilities to Kingdom Hearts, which, if this game collaborates with Kingdom Hearts, that would be wild. Never gonna happen. But a boy can dream. A boy can dream. I don't have every character from the previous expansion or the previous DLC unlocked. However, we're just going to check out the new one. So, I have played a little bit of this on stream. If you're not following me over on Twitch, link should be in the description for that. If you aren't already checking me out over there. But the cool thing about this map, or this DLC, as it so happens. First of all, it's a collaboration with Saga. I'm going to go Globus because Globus works well here because it does that, which is really cool. Go Summon Knight as well. Summon Knight works well because this new map is basically just all corridors. What I mean by that is it's like these narrow pathways, and it's the same kind of idea. As you saw right there, we get these kind of abilities, much like in a traditional RPG where you would get your your super moves essentially. That's what these are. A javelin as well, because that's quite a narrow. Watch the next room that we go to not be a corridor. I think this guy grows, yeah. I kind of want to go with Trident actually. Trident probably isn't great for this map specifically. I reckon Santa Orla is good for here, I reckon. But yeah, I think the fact that this is free content that we're getting. Vampire Survivors DLCs are always cheap. They're never asking. This is insane as well. I don't know what triggers this, but it's happened with it's happened like every time that I've come to this this map. I don't again. I'm not sure what specifically triggers it, but it's insane. I'm not sure if it's triggered by a specific pickup, doing a certain amount of damage. It's not the weapon I'm using. It's not the weapon. Personally, I would say this is one of the best DLCs that they've put out, because it's it's about as much content as the first DLC. It's like minus 100% of the price because it's free. It's 100% cheaper than any other DLC that they've done. I wasn't going into this one expecting... First of all, I didn't know this was coming out. Maybe that's a failure of Punkel's... that's a failure of actual, like, marketing. But also, Punkel's a very small team. But Square Enix is quite big. They could have... but also, I'm probably not like following the right channels. I don't have Twitter anymore. You know, I'm barely on Instagram. I'm not following the game on Discord. So maybe there was. It just didn't get shown to me necessarily. But yeah, with the Ode to Castlevania one, I did get that shown in my YouTube feed. This one I didn't. So I don't know if that's a me problem because I'm not following the right channels, or if that's a problem with the game not... maybe there's just less hype around this because it's a less popular... a less popular franchise that's being put into the game. And I feel like my opinion on the crossover DLCs, I would like one that is wholly original, but I don't have a problem like I did before with the DLCs all pretty much being Shadow Clone strike nearby enemies, can glimmer the moonfall / tech. Now this basically just means that occasionally it will do a thing called Moonfall /. We haven't been given any passives yet, which is interesting. There we go. What's this all about? Is that pointing me to somewhere? Is it pointing me to somewhere? Or... I don't know. That's not something I've seen before, by the way. Like this trail. Evolve Florette. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So yeah, this is incredibly... Because, like, you would expect a free DLC to be, like, lesser than what's come before that's been paid. This isn't lesser than anything else. I think this is on par with those first few DLCs, and it adds more stuff as well to kind of bring it... to kind of bring it on par. To be like, yeah, it's less characters, but we're adding the kind of this kind of like tech system, which doesn't really add more stuff to it. It's just more cool animations. And then we get a guy with us. Why have we got a guy with us? I'm not sure. But like everything in Vampire Survivors, everything that's come before, this is just really cool. It is more of the same, but I think more of the same to this is just fun. And that's all this game really is. It's just fun. And this not adding extra to the price tag, which is £14 at this point for everything. It's insane. Maybe a little bit less than that, because I rounded everything up. Rounded up, this is about £14 for everything. The game is about £14 for everything. So, for bang for your buck wise, this is the best game on the market. And it's available on everything now. Okay, what do we do on here? Okay, yeah, this is really good for really good for the Globus. We got a revive, we don't need to worry. We don't need to worry too much. Come on. The one thing I do like, and I don't know if it's just because I'm an idiot or if it's just because I'm bad. But it does seem like the levels are getting harder, and maybe that's because it's all corridors, so it's all very constricted. It does feel like this new map is harder than ones that have come before, which is good, I think, because a lot of the big critique for this game specifically was, I'm not going to do another run because it's already 17 minutes in. The big critique for this game was that a lot of it is the same. A lot of it is like, once you get the game down to a T, like once you know what evolves with what, and basically once you know the core mechanics of the game, it's pretty much a breeze, it's pretty much a cakewalk. That now, and I feel like this is with every kind of DLC, but mostly the newer ones. Like, I found some challenging stuff from Ode to Castlevania, not necessarily because the characters introduced were bad. No, I think a lot of the new stuff that was introduced with the Castlevania DLC was absolutely insane. It looked like the new stuff was wild. And I think the same to be said for this so far. Like, I haven't discovered barely anything from it yet, but I feel like every new DLC that comes out and every new expansion adds a little bit more, so you're relearning and you're like, so how does this work? How can I capitalize on this? And that does kind of bring you back to the start of the game, where you are kind of relearning things, and you are kind of it makes it feel fresh, and it makes it feel new again, even more now, because it has added some more stuff to it as well, with this kind of like tech system, which I like, and I just like the creativity of it, and I feel like a lot of the new stuff that's being introduced does feel new and fresh. It does feel good, and you feel, and again, it's just like more stuff that's going to make you feel more powerful, essentially. So yeah, I'm really excited to dive into this new DLC a lot more. This is just kind of my first impressions, my first thoughts. I think it's really good. I feel like every DLC has kind of done really well at just expanding more on what makes the game so good in the first place. And I feel like every DLC has just been better than the last. Maybe not the third one, or the second one. What was the... Maybe not Tides of Viscari. But yeah, I feel like everything else has done a really good job of being better than the last. Because this was good, added like one really wild thing. This had like, everything's wild, but it was like kind of, there was less in it than, there was less content immediately than the other DLCs. I feel like everything in this has kind of been overshadowed a little bit. Like, you've got one... I think the next video that I do, or the next video that I do about Vampire Survivors specifically, is just going to be ranking the DLCs. Once I've gotten a decent grip on the new DLC, and once I've unlocked a few more characters from it, I'm going to rank the DLCs. I think that'd be interesting to do. But anyways, that has been my first impressions of Vampire Survivors Emerald Diorama DLC. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Go check out the Twitch, because we are playing through Vampire Survivors. We're learning all of the new stuff in it. We're also playing through Marvel Rivals. Where every so often we're jumping into Disney Speedstorm, and this is our current like big game that we're doing, is Lego Harry Potter. So yeah, jump over to the Twitch if you want to see all that stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys over on Twitch. Bye.